Baltimore Thunder are one of the elite teams in the NLL. Their leader, three-time league MVP Gait, who leads the league in goals scored. The Buffalo Bandits are one of the toughest teams in the league, and they're led by the hardest shooter in the league, Darius Kilgore. Can the Thunder keep it rolling? You're looking at the Marine Midland Arena, the home field for the Buffalo Bandits. They come into this game 3-5, and they host the Baltimore Thunder at 5-2. Hi, everyone. I'm Leif Elsmo. I'll be your play-by-play host tonight. Let's take a look at the standings before I introduce you to Quint Kesnick, who will be with me. The standings for the National Lacrosse League find that the Philadelphia Wings are up top, followed by the Rochester team, the defending champions, and then the two teams you'll see tonight, the Buffalo team trying to catch the Baltimore Thunder. Now, before I talk about the Buffalo Bandits, let's talk to Quint Kesnick, who will be on the Baltimore Thunder bench all night, getting us a little bit closer to a team that is looking forward to the playoffs.
Leif, when you talk about Baltimore, you've got to talk about Gait. The three-time league MVP is having a monster year. He's got 38 goals. He's been thoroughly dominating all season long. But for Baltimore, I think to be truly successful, they need some scoring from some other sources. Two keys, Jeff Clodston and Kip Folks. Clodston was the leading scorer last year, and Kip Folks is a guy with a lot of talent, a lot of speed. He's got about a 105-mile-an-hour shot. So look for those two guys to pick up some of the offensive scoring tonight. Remember, however, Baltimore's always struggled here in Buffalo. Career, they're only 1-9 versus the Bandits.
Well, Quint, when you talk about the Buffalo Bandits, you have to talk about Johnny Tavares. This guy is a true superstar. He was injured this year. Without him, they were 0-3. With John Tavares, this team is 3-2. They are a winner tonight. They hope to continue the winning form. And they have done that in his absence with another guy who's stepped up to the plate, Darius Kilgore. He has scored 25 goals this year. He's got a huge right-handed shot. He is one big offensive star and a guy to watch in tonight's game. So that is your matchups. You've got the Bandits taking on the Baltimore Thunder. We'll introduce you to the starting goalies when we come back.
Wow, I like the goal.
I like the hard hitting. I like the fans.
I like the players.
Find out what's coming up next.
We've got it all.
Hey, buddy, I'll trade you my scarf for that last Bud Light.
Come on. What the heck? That's fair. What more could you possibly want, huh? Oh. You got a raw deal.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
I never said it was the last one.
Make it a Bud Light.
This National Lacrosse League action is brought to you by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. And by Bryan Lacrosse Equipment, the official equipment supplier of the National Lacrosse League. And by Naya Water, official water of the National Lacrosse League. We're back at the Marine Midland Arena. Leif Elsmo along with Quint Kesnick, and we are ready for a big game for each of these two teams. The Thunder right here getting set to take on the Bandits. Derek Collins will start in the goal. 75% of the shots against him are saved. Collins takes that team to a 5-2 record. Goals against 12 and change. Collins has really added stability, look at the snazzy helmet, to the defensive end of the field for Baltimore. O'Toole, a great story here. O'Toole, a sensational player in '96, MVP of the championship team for Buffalo, struggled last year, was not on the roster some games this year. Last week against New York, O'Toole goes the route, and he wins that game with the Bandits against New York by 1 goal. It'll be key for the Bandits to have him be consistent early on. Quint Kesnick, you're on the Baltimore bench. What is the mood down there?
Well, I think coming off last week's loss to Rochester, Leaf, there's a real emphasis put on the first quarter here, getting off to a good start, taking this large crowd out of the ball game. So the first 5 minutes really essential for Baltimore.
And first face-off of the game, Tony Millen, number 28 for Baltimore, going into face-off against Rich Kilgore. Buffalo will change up a lot of their face-off men tonight. They usually go with Tom Fair a great majority of the time, but tonight they will take turns with Rich Kilgore. Also, Darius Kilgore will get some turns. It'll be Gary Gait coming down to try to get the ball from Panos, his running mate. Gary couldn't pick it up, and O'Toole gets an early and easy save. Big outlet down to Darius Kilgore. Can't pick it up. Ball still loose. Here goes Baltimore. Quint, everybody knows that this team from Baltimore is a very athletic team.
That's right, Leaf. They want to play a full court game. They don't want to play a half court, grinded out physical type game. They want to run. They want to use their speed. And I think one of the essential things there is the way they play defense really will get them into their transition game. So look for Baltimore to step out now and play these Buffalo Bandits all over the field.
Well, Toole's been not tested as yet, and the ball now down to the Buffalo Bandits offensive end. We're very early in this game, no score yet. The Bandits 0-3 as Kilgore comes in, trying to get the right-handed shot without John Tavares. 3-2 with Tavares. Kilgore looking for the right-handed shot, gets it out front, and a redirect almost comes in to the wheelhouse, the great offensive zone of that 4x4.5-foot goal. Shot clock violations, a 30-second shot clock, and that was down to 0. Teams go the other way. Disappointing loss, Quint, for Baltimore last week. They lost to Rochester. Rochester only had 12 guys. That's got to hurt your psyche.
Yeah, I think they bounced back on Tuesday with a great practice. Thursday wasn't the sharpest effort. But this is a team really, that was a horrible loss. Playing Rochester, who was without a lot of their top players. I think Baltimore really had that game all along and then gave it to Rochester. And, you know, they're going to be tested tonight. See how they bounce back.
The broadcast partner, Quint Kesnick, activated this week, really on the inactive roster, I should say. He's officially on the roster of the Baltimore Thunder, has been working out with them, so he has some great insights to some of the athletes on this team. He also plays for them on the Toyota field team in the spring. Quint, nothing really in sync on the offensive end. They've really looked pretty pathetic early on so far.
Both teams, actually. Buffalo had a shot clock violation right there. Baltimore basically had a shot clock violation. So it seems like both teams are really stressing, playing fundamental and sound defense.
Neither team wants to get into the penalty box very much as Travis Kilgore comes into the middle. Watch out. Try to dump it past Collins. Couldn't get it to stick. Nice shot in close by Shaden Santos. And a player down for Baltimore just drilled into the crease.
Timmy Horms was dumped by Shaden Santos. He tried to get the call, but the refs wouldn't buy it.
These teams played on the 14th of February. It's a 5-goal win for Baltimore. You hear Roy Condon in our game mix. He is the head referee. You're here throughout the game, bringing you a little bit of the action he's involved in. Collins comes out, gets caught out of the goal, but the ball goes back to the very athletic Thunder as they come down. Haven't really put a good test on O'Toole yet. Here comes one. Gary Gait comes in and finally gets a good shot on O'Toole, and that is not good news, Quint, for the Buffalo Bandits. They need a strong game out of their goalies, and O'Toole does not make a save on the very first hard shot at him.
Here we go. Gary did a nice job there using Werner Kruger. He had a little interference. You see Kruger number 9 in front of him. Gary just kind of uses that, frees himself up, and beat O'Toole 5-hole. They went right under O'Toole's stick.
Go, David! And there's a fast look at it. Second replay. 1-0. Baltimore comes in and gets an early lead here. Lead very important to the Baltimore Thunder because the Bandits don't seem to handle the games well when they're behind at halftime. When they're ahead at halftime, they're tough to beat. The Bandits are behind at halftime. They seem to have trouble winning the game. Coming down the other end, that shot well wide of the mark. Fennell, the specialist on Gary Gait, took that shot. The ball go back to the Thunder. Quint, Baltimore loaded with a lot of field players. They like to get the ball behind the goal to initiate the attack. Talk about that philosophy.
Yeah, they want to swing the ball down the side behind the cage and then look for the cutters in front. They feel that that's going to open up the middle of the field and allow their speed and athleticism to be utilized. You'll see Buffalo attack from a 3 men on one side and 2 men on the other side, and that really creates a lot of crowd in front of the cage.
Well, Timmy Harms, Quint, just got nailed again. He's not a very big player. He's only about 160 pounds at that. very strong and fast. And he got nailed there. He's been nailed hard early in the game. Quint, talk about these keys for the Baltimore Thunder to win this game.
Take a look at the keys for the Thunder. They have to push the tempo. They want to get their fast breaks going. They have to share the ball, meaning other players need to score other than Gary Gait. And they have to stay out of the penalty box. Their extra man down unit, their penalty killers, have not done a very good job. And Buffalo has a very talented power play.
Last time these two teams met, the 14th of February, there were 12 power play goals, 6 for each team. Gary Gait, number 22, comes in. The biggest acquisition of the season by any team, has made the Baltimore Thunder a true legitimate challenge to the first National Lacrosse League Championship trophy. Ross comes in from Navy. Good athlete who just sped his way to the middle of the cylinder. Here goes Gary Gait, right-handed shovel shot. He's a natural lefty. Uses the left hand when he drives right-handed to get rid of the defensive player. Shot clock violation.
It never reached him.
Roy Condon keeping the benches clear on what's going on. 1-0 to score. About 5 minutes into the first quarter. Lee Felsmo, Quint Kesnick with you on this National Lacrosse League game. Collins way up top, and the ball goes out. Could be a fast break if they can pick it up. Sliding way down to get the ball and finishing beautifully. The Baltimore Thunder's Matt Shear. Shear got a break on it. The ball came off hard, and Quint, great opportunity for the athletic team from Baltimore to get their second goal.
Well, I tell you, Pat O'Toole really misplayed that ball. He should have come out and scooped that or challenged Shear for the ball. Instead, he waited in the cage right here. You see that little hesitation. Shear picks it up. He has all day. And watch the fakes. Now, 1, 2, near side. Matty Shear, the rookie from Loyola. His 5th goal of the season. He did not dress last week against Rochester. They're counting on Matty Shear tonight.
He's a good finisher, just trying to get his legs under him in the indoor league. Pat O'Toole not quite set, as Quint pointed out. Just came out halfway, didn't quite get set going back. Good push inside by Timmy Harms. Can't beat O'Toole. It's 2-0. The Baltimore Thunder in front.
Leaf, I think the play for O'Toole would have been A, either to come out and scoop the ball right away, or B, stay back in the goal and be set and be able to react to those fakes. I think he came halfway, and that cost him.
Quint's down on the bench. Maybe he can get a chance to ask Timmy Harms about the hits, or maybe Shear about that goal. He'll be on the bench the whole game for us. Number 18, that's Dougie Knight, All-American from Virginia, who gets the loose ball. Paul Cantabene from Loyola gets it up to Clodson. Fresh line in is Andy Ross. You can see Andy Ross's tremendous speed, number 23. Ross from Navy. He'll go to fighter pilot school soon. Goes for the near side and goes behind the goal.
No rebound, 10. Hold.
You got
All right, we've got a foul on Mike Hasten as he goes to the box. Quint, why don't you walk through the Bandits' keys for their success tonight?
Well, the key, I think, really is for them to get off to a good start. So far, they haven't. They want to win the first half. If they can go into the locker room with a lead, they're undefeated in that situation this year. They need to have a good game from their goaltenders. Pat O'Toole, we've seen some shaky play out of him already. And they have to stop Gary Gait. Anytime you play the Baltimore Thunder, you cannot let Gary Gait beat you single-handedly.
And, of course, stopping Gary Gait means keeping to maybe about 3, you think, or less. You certainly can't shut him out.
I think 3 is the good mark to look for. Right here, you can see Steve Fennell actually shutting off Gary on this power play opportunity.
So they like to go 4-on-3 down low. O'Toole makes the save. Good defensive check for them. A lot of teams have done that to Gary Gait of late. Here comes Collins. Comes up and intercepts the ball. He comes down to give them a big advantage, 3-on-1. Arms down low, far side, and off the pipe. Martino can't get it to go. The goal is knocked off its line, but it still is a target. Gary Gait looking for a rope and a shoulder save for O'Toole.
Sensational saves by O'Toole against Martino and Panos down below.
Dougie Knight tried to get it into Horns, and O'Toole made some big-time saves. Quint, they came down 3-on-1. That is an opportunity you don't get very often.
No, he stood on his head with those saves. The play that Derek Collins made, though, that's the play I think that O'Toole should have made on Shearer's goal. So that was a perfect example, I think, of how O'Toole should have played that. But he bounced back with some big saves.
Quint Kesnick practicing with the Thunder as a field player, 4-time All-American in the goal for Hopkins. So Quint talking with some experience about coming out of that goal. Hugh, you're not a huge player, but you know when you come out hard, you usually have the advantage.
Yeah, Derek Collins reads that play very well usually.
Here goes the Thunder picking off that outlet, changing lines, and it was the Bandits who picked up the loose ball. Richie Kilgore, one of 3 Kilgore brothers.
30 seconds to go in the foul.
6:50 left in the first quarter. 2-0, the Thunder lead. Johnny Tavares, number 11. Accordingly, gets it back up top. Oh, and a redirect shot from way out. Gets Kip Falks the defense, but Tavares didn't even hit the net. Shot clock violation. Here, Roy Condon resetting the clock. And they push down the other end. It's the Thunder looking to go behind with the defense turned around and feed back out front. Gary Gait sweeping with his right. Shovel shot, and he finds Rope down low. Gary Gait gets goal number 3 for the Baltimore Thunder, and they're off to a sensational start. Gary Gait does so many things well, Quint. He's got the power, he's got the velocity, and he has the off-speed shot that can fool so many goalies.
He is doing some mind-boggling stuff this year. Just a backhand, no-look shot, again, between the legs of O'Toole.
Yes,
most of the time when Gary takes these shots, he's going to put the ball down low. He's not really looking at the cage, but he knows where it is.
Goalie may go over the...
And I think defensively right there, Buffalo has got to step out and really take Gary's body.
Take your spots.
They gave him too much room to roam.
Shot! Black moved! Red!
3-0 now, the Thunder with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Baltimore continuing to get possession. Paul Cantabene gets racked into the boards. Buffalo now stepping up the contact on the defensive end, protecting O'Toole. O'Toole comes up with the ball. The crowd now stepping up and giving some noise. Jason Luke, guy that would make my all-league team. And there's Darius Kilgore's right-handed shot. Jason Luke, I think, is one of the great young talents. As we look at Tony Millen on the other end. Millen tries to get it to the trailing player, and the penalty will be on the Buffalo Bandits, who rode him to the ground. Baltimore taking their time. Martino with the ball now. They've got a free shot as a delayed call. Looking for the cutting player, and the ball goes down. Now it's picked up back again. Panos was cutting in, but still in their offensive zone.
Add another one to it.
Gary Gait goes for the high
13.
John Rosa, Roy Condon calls over to the penalty box, and this will be the power play opportunity that Baltimore is looking forward to.
From the rear. 2 minutes.
From the rear call, see Tavares in front of Les Wakeling. And this is where it happened. Rosa came down, had not much to do except hit him from behind. Millen still managed to try to hit the trailing player.
Yeah, Tony, I got you on that pass. You got a little advantage on the guy, and he was forced to push it.
Yeah, he was. I got a little advantage. I saw Bobby on the left side, and unfortunately he pushed me. It was pass went right, but we got a penalty. So we're psyched.
You can see the speed of Tony Millen right there. He gained an advantage, and Buffalo's forced to foul.
He's got tremendous power, Tony Millen does. Backside by Knight, tries to finish there as Gary Gait gets the loose ball. They trigger with Gait up top. This is Martino. 0 for 1 tonight on 3 shots on the power play. Crease violation, and O'Toole gets the ball. 3-0, the Thunder lead.
Nice timing, good timing.
Roy Condon talking to us from the field. He's the head referee. 4:30 left in the first quarter. We calls go Quinn Kesnick, bringing you this National Lacrosse League action. Quint, the Thunder have to be happy. They're very workmanlike, and on the other side, the Bandits really looking out of sync totally on the offensive end.
Yeah, they have, and Baltimore's really focused on their defense. They don't think that Buffalo has any dodgers, any initiators who can really beat them one-on-one. So that's their focus. They're going to play solid one-on-one defense and really make this Buffalo team into dodgers. So far, we have not seen Buffalo able to penetrate.
And Buffalo only has one guy that can really carry the ball against tough defense. I think that would be Darius Kilgore. Doug Knight in close on O'Toole. He's got rope, and it's a 4-0 game in the first quarter. Dougie Knight from Virginia. He is a rookie who has looked sensational on the offensive end. Remember him from Virginia. 4-0 with 3:58 left in the first. Q.
They shut off Gait and choose to play 4-on-3. And you see the great passing by Panos tonight. And the key there is the shot is coming from relatively in front of the goal. So Dougie Knight can shoot to the goalie's right or left. Dougie, when you turn to the cage, what do you see?
I just saw it opening down the lower right corner. Tried to put it there.
He canned it. The rookie out of Virginia has the Thunder up 4-0.
And both power plays, it's been 4-on-3 as we talked about. Gait being shut off, and Collins has looked strong on the other end. Tillman trying to pull down that feed from Collins. the contact. It seems to be what they do, Quint. When they find themselves in trouble, they just start hitting a little harder, as most teams do. They try to defend their own home turf.
Well, it's tough to come from behind when you're short a man. It really tires out your defense also. This will be their third foul already here in the first quarter. And really the ball has been in the Baltimore offensive end because of that.
We've got 3:21 left in the first period. See John Tavares there, his leg with a bandage on it because of the knee injury. That rat check took the ball out of Tillman's stick, and then these hits against the boards. See the referee with his hand up, that's Dave Berman. Penalty already called, and now there'll be another power play. Let's see if they cut off Gary Gait again. Fennell's up top. They start in a diamond. Fennell's up on top of Gary. So in the diamond, Fennell now sinking in a little bit, trying to be effective into the defense.
Yeah, he's covering Gary pretty tight, though. He's out around the arm.
Dipped down low by Gary Gait to Panos. Nice feed. Here's Knight going backdoor to Horns. And they've missed a couple great opportunities. That one was a good one and a great save by O'Toole. They finally hit Panos on the backside. We saw Rochester do the same thing. And Fair takes the hard whack with a stick.
Do you want it now?
Holding ball, the delay of game against Baltimore. It'll be a Thunder ball.
You know, Baltimore's trying to call a timeout right there. They thought that Martino had the ball. Oh, he got him right in the back of the head.
Well, that's why that great Bauer helmet is where it should be. Jeez. Tommy Fair takes no prisoners when he plays this game, folks. Number 4 for the Buffalo Bandits. 4-0. Baltimore leads, 2:26 left in the first quarter. It's been all Baltimore. Gait, Shearer, Gait, and then Knight scoring for Baltimore.
That's it, Red, no more!
4 against 5 right here. Baltimore being careful not to give up an easy goal. And that'll be a penalty against the defensive, I think, Radeball in close.
You can hear Condon right there, Leaf, say, that's it, no more. He was looking inside. He warned the Baltimore defense, and then there was a little hold, and he called it. So he kind of tipped Baltimore off that he was going to make the foul. You can hear it, him say, that's it, Baltimore, no more.
Different from Canada, 1 shot on goal.
Going to be a holding violation, I think, against Dan Radeball.
Belly, 1 man.
Well, we had a great conversation there with Roy Condon to Tom Fair.
Left 4-on-4.
Teams at 4-on-4 strength here at the Marine Midland Arena. Travis Kilgore starts with the ball. Detroit Cordingley on the far side. He's being defensed by Andy Ross. Cordingley comes with a good fake, finds himself in the crease. They play on because Ross gets the ball. Clear out from Cordingley, and Cordingley is one of the guys that they really need some production out of if this Buffalo team is going to come back and be a playoff contender.
Yeah, he injured his ankle tendon last season, and he's been slow to come back, but he's really starting to play his best ball right now with 8 goals, and he's really a feeder. He's got 17 assists. He's one of the best distributors for Buffalo.
Johnny Tavares bringing it down. Look at the leg wrap on the right knee. He told me before the game that he might play without the support, but obviously chose not to. Collins looks for the quick outlet. Watch out for the monster hit, but the power of Gary Gait, 6'2", 220. A lot of power and conditioning with Gary Gait. Play still. And look at the hit on Collins. Collins came out. There's a delayed call against Buffalo. Crowd loves the contact, but Buffalo is digging a little bit of a hole for themselves, giving Baltimore an advantage.
One more.
They'll get a shot here, and then they'll have a penalty.
We need one more.
Give us the look from down there. What happened to Collins?
Well, Collins actually got mugged. We got some action. Darius Kilgore going at Cannabine, Leaf. Buffalo is losing it. This is typical. They fall behind. They get frustrated.
Listen to Roy Condon. That's Darius Kilgore, who is a sensational shooter, but has known for a bad temper, and it can hurt his team with that. Les Wakeland, Six Nations coach.
They're calling Cannabine in the box also.
Starts with 43 roughing. personal foul, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 6. Instigation.
Take a look at the original penalty. Derek Collins did a nice job, and then you can see he's absolutely mugged from behind. Looked like Darius Kilgore. 2 minutes right there, and then they're going to get Cannabine for 2 minutes for instigation.
Put him down. 43.
And they're not happy about that.
Coming in for 43. You got 2 minutes for the original hit, and you got another 2 minutes for the wash with him.
I didn't touch it.
You tell me. So it started with a rough with 43 and an unsportsmanlike. So we got somebody coming in serving his rough. All right? All right, so those 2 are a wash. That's it. He's got 2, and the other guy's got what? Well, 2 goes up.
Darius Kilgore, they're listening to Condon explain what's going on.
4. Give me a sub, please.
Roy Condon taking over this game. It's threatening to get away from him in the first quarter. It's 4-0 right now. The Thunder leads.
43 with a rough. That's a 2 minute that is served by a substitute. Get me somebody in the box. Now you've got an instigation on red, and you've got an unsportsmanlike. They wash. You got 1 man, 2 minutes. Yes, 4-4. No, the second is a wash. It started as 5-4. 4-4. 43 serves 2 minutes. 4-4. You retaliated. He got 2 for the hit, and now he's got 2 unsportsmanlike for getting it in with him. 6 instigated, he got it. That's the call. Get in the box, please. Get in the box. Get in the box, please. Because you're not going to serve it. It's a wash, and he's serving it too. You're all set. We got 4 on 4. He's staying in 4. We got 4 on 4. Let's get it started. And it started with a red ball.
Well, Roy Condon may be the only guy who knows what's going on, but we know it's 4 on 4. We know that Darius Kilgore really got both penalties, Quint, and they had to pull another guy off the bench to serve the other penalty that he acquired.
Yeah, but Cannabine's penalty will neutralize Kilgore's. And so in 38 seconds, Baltimore is going to have the power play for the remaining 11 seconds of this first quarter.
That's
47 seconds left until the end of the quarter.
All right, so you got to really watch the clock here. Take some smart time mending on these Baltimore Thunder offensive players' part. They inbound the ball. Matt Shearer already has a goal. Tries to get it in close there to Panos. Gary Gait digs it out. Starts from in close. This is Fennell. This is the matchup that we'll see a lot of tonight. Gary Gait and Fennell in close. A nice move by Panos. It was O'Toole who made the great save. 22 seconds left as you see the clock wind down in the first quarter. Still playing 4 on 4. Shot by Cordingley goes wide of the net. Travis Kilgore now down to Johnny Tavares. Here's a big shot. It was deflected, goes a little bit high. Baltimore with not enough time. Horn sounds before the shot by Shearer. And the first quarter will end with Baltimore holding on to a 4-0 lead. They have really done a very workmanlike job in taking that 4-0 lead. We'll take a short break as Collins goes to get some water, and Pat O'Toole does the same. When we come back, we'll pick up with quarter number 2 of National Lacrosse League action. Right now, the Baltimore Thunder in charge, 4-0. Are you? We're back at the Marine Midland Arena, 4-0. The Baltimore Thunder leading the Buffalo Bandits. Leif Elsmo, Quint Kesnick with you. And if this is deja vu, if you're a fan that watched the first time these two teams met, February 14th, it was because the last game, it was the Thunder leading 5-0 into the first quarter. Not good news, Quint Kesnick, for the Bandits.
Now, that was one of the keys for them to get off to a good start. But it was really Baltimore who got off to the good start. Coming off that tough loss to Rochester, really that was a focus.
Shots on goal, shots on goal, Baltimore leading dramatically 17-6. That number was even bigger when they played in Baltimore.
Well, and one of the reasons was because Buffalo spent a lot of time in the penalty box. They've had 4 fouls, and they played far too much defense.
And close, Panos He's got rope. Panos gets goal number 5. Just 30 seconds, 31 seconds to be exact, into quarter number 2.
Another great example of passing. Doug Knight and Panos have really worked that give and go down on the far side all night very well. Panos has had some bad luck on those shots, but that one he cans from down low. Take a look at it again.
He's not out yet.
Chris, you've had your shots down low on that on the power play. Tell me about it.
Well, they've been shutting off Gary, and I've been getting the chances. So first one went down. Hopefully, continue during the game.
You heard from Chris Panos right there, who took the assist from Doug Knight.
Take the spots.
Q, you've practiced with these guys. Panos, part of the package that came down from Boston that's really been effective for this Baltimore team.
I tell you, he has got just superb hands, Leaf. He handles in traffic very well, and he finds the net so well. He catches everything you throw at him.
Another shot for Baltimore off the possession from the faceoff. Panos, Tommy Ryan, Millen, 3 guys that came from the Boston Blazer team that's taking a year off. This is Martino, tremendous transition player, great diver in and around the crease.
Leaf, you mentioned the Boston guys. One thing you have to point out, I think, is the level of professionalism that a guy like Tommy Ryan and Chris Panos bring to the table. These are guys who work extremely hard. They're early for every practice. They stay late. They really take lacrosse seriously, and they love the sport.
That's not always easy to do, Quint, as you pointed out the other night to me, and we talked, as we often do. Practice started pretty late this week.
Yeah, practice started around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and here are these athletes. They're there early, and they're working until 11:30 p.m. On their skills, and so they're not really satisfied with what they are, and they're always trying to improve. It's kind of inspiring, actually.
Orange reset.
Giving it to
Relax
Orange.
over here.
Tillman playing some tough defense.
5-on-5. You're not man short. You still got time to serve.
A lot of these players coaching teams of their own, and of course this being Saturday, Tillman came off the field himself as a coach, Quint.
Yeah, Tillman's an assistant coach at Navy down in Annapolis. They played Penn today, and then he flew up late. He actually got here at about 20 of 8, so Tillman just put on his stuff and started playing.
Tommy Fair has the ball up top. Not a whole lot of pressure on Collins most of the day. Pushing it into the middle of the field, the crease right in front of the goalie is something that Buffalo does so well when they are on top of their game. That's the first pass, Quint, I've seen in close. Picked up by Gary Gait, playing great defense in the back. Look at the speed of Gary Gait coming down. Fair's going to pick him up, goes back to him. Nice pickup move by the Bandits. It was Rosa dropping back to play some defense, but Gary showed some tremendous speed along with his power. And Quint, again, we keep making reference to the fact that you're working out with this team, but obviously you get a much better perspective. You've seen firsthand the power and the speed of Gary on the field.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that time down that Gary didn't lower his shoulder and try to run over Tom Fair. Gary's probably got about 50 pounds on Fair. He chose to throw it instead to Shear. And as you said, John Rosa made a nice hustling play. But Gary can lower his shoulder and really deliver a blow, much like a running back in football.
I don't think there's any one player that can stop Gary or Paul Gait when they put that shoulder down. 6'2", about 220, 225. No waste on these guys. They're in great shape. They play collegiate ball at 185. They've just put on a lot of bulk and muscle and maturity as they're about 31 years old now.
Going out! Going out! 30 seconds! No one had the ball!
Condon doing a good job of taking charge of this game. No score for Buffalo at this point. 5-0 Baltimore leads. And the fans saying, what is wrong with our team? Here is Tavares working on the ball. Hard shot out front, and then a follow-up. Good follow-up in close, and that was Shaden Santos. Really put pressure on Collins.
Super save by Collins. That's really the first time he's been tested from close range off of the rebound. The book on Collins recently, Leap, is that he's been struggling with the outside shots. But that was a nice job inside by Buffalo to get the rebound.
Q, let's take that back up one step. It looked to me from up here that the shot by Tavares was really not that great a shot. It was a little bit of a desperation. Let's get something going shot.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't a high-quality shot, but the rebound, you never know what's going to happen. Anyone who watched the Rochester-Baltimore game can tell you that as Rochester scored from 20 to 25 yards on 2 separate occasions.
So Tavares trying to get something happening. He did just there with a clearing pass to Jason Luke trying to get something going, and now Kip Fulks gets the ball. Tavares stands back at the defensive end. He's been on the field for a long time, number 11 has. He's the superstar for Bandits. Gary Gait now gets possession, goes behind. Natural lefty works that side of the field, tries to flip it into the crease, but too many Bandit players. Ross recollects, watch the shot clock, counting down now, single digits.
Going out! Hold here! Going out! No stop, David!
No big deal there, Leaf. That was nice defense by Buffalo. Baltimore was looking at a shot clock violation. Anyway, you can see Buffalo's really tightened up their defense off the ball. They're not letting the Thunder get into their offensive flow.
Subs are in!
Condon going without the helmet. Shocking the world. That's what he's comfortable with. Last few years of the Major Indoor Lacrosse League, he had to wear the helmet. The new league, the National Lacrosse League, has no such rule. He took it back off. Tavares tried to initiate up front. He gets a nice pick and roll. Up top, tried to blast it. He goes for it, but Collins, and then pushed him. Still stands in crease violation. Well, Darius Kilgore was parked on the crease. You know, Quint, what's interesting to me is that Darius Kilgore is the guy that can carry, not Tavares. But yet Tavares has carried the last 2 times. Look, he's not beating anybody. He's taking a shot from way up front. Really not high-quality shots. Meanwhile, Darius Kilgore, the guy that can carry the ball against weight and defense, is off the ball.
It's a good point, Leaf. You've got to wonder why Darius Kilgore isn't trying to initiate when Tavares is the guy with the knee injury.
And he's also the guy who's so dynamic off the ball.
Exactly.
So they've got their offense on backwards, it looks like, from this perspective. They've got no goals to show for it. And here they go again. Now they give it to big Travis Kilgore. He's had a nice year. He's hard to handle as well. Oh, a good dip move inside. They're just missing their connections. Now that was a nice look to Sanderson. Sanderson was open Q. He just missed the flip. It was well high.
Yeah, Travis Kilgore, for a big guy, he's really nifty.
Bene gets it in close, and O'Toole just blocks it easily. One of the problems for Buffalo, certainly when they played Baltimore in Baltimore, was getting second shots against them. They seem to be doing a better job of getting ground balls. Oh, and just a terrible pass by Casey Zapp.
I think he thought Radeball was his teammate.
He didn't look very hard. And look at here, John Tavares, letting it all out, diving around the goal with 9 minutes left in the first half. Gary Gait coming in against 2. He'll drop the shoulder this time, wrap around for the shot, and he's taken out by Mike Asen.
That's exactly the move that we were talking about earlier, Leaf. There's nothing you can do when Gary drops his shoulder. You just got to tackle him.
He uses the offhand to really hold the player. Watch him use the offhand to hold the player, then the one-handed shot, and it hit the helmet. Q, that might have had a chance, but it hit the helmet of the defensive player.
There's nothing you can do there defensively, Lee. When he's coming at you full speed like that, all you got to do is try to wrap him up and take him down.
What makes Gary and Paul so special, yes, the stick skills are exceptional. Yes, they have tremendous behind-the-back accuracy and great shooting accuracy, but they've got not only size and strength, but they've got speed, and that combination is very unusual. Dougie Knight takes a rip at it, goes wide. Watch out, here comes Collins. Boy,
16.
We had a delayed call against Buffalo, Richie Kilgore.
Stay there, David, I got it. 16, slash in the legs.
Condon calls Rich Kilgore for a slash in the legs, delayed call, and that's why Collins came way out. Look at that slash right there. Hammering, check.
Collins was on his way towards the bench, Leaf. I was wondering when the ball came up to Fennell what Collins was doing at the midfield line, but he was on his way to the bench to get the extra player on the floor.
I'm with you on that. I was wondering myself. He was so high out of the box, but he knew there was a delayed call and there was nothing to lose. Now they've got the 5-on-4 going, or 5-on-3 now. 2 men in the box now. 5-on-3. Big check down on Panos. A lot of times, Quint, teams will pull out one player and elect to go 4-on-3 just to get the geometry a little more simple on this end of the field.
They're in a typical triangle right here, but there's a little more emphasis on Gary Gait. Baltimore's got a shot clock violation coming up right here.
Martino.
Right back here. Here's one, goalie.
Knight coming off the field, and they burned that 30-second shot
the ball,
clock.
let it go.
Really
Goalie
kind of
one.
sloppy when you think about it, Q. You got 5-on-3. Certainly, you've got to test the goalie with that kind of numbers advantage.
You got to credit Buffalo right there, though. They were moving their feet. They got Gary hit Panos with a nice maroon pass. Panos made a great catch. But then Buffalo really did a good job swarming.
You hit it.
And Fennell dumped Panos.
Jason Luke gets mugged by 2 players. And him getting free. Timeout called by the Buffalo Bandits. It's a 5-0 lead by the Thunder. I don't know, but to start checking the record books, Quint, to see how long the Bandits have ever gone without scoring, because this is starting to really look dramatic. They've gone 1 1/4 and a half to start a game without denting the net. So this is a team who has lived and died by scoring tons of goals. As a matter of fact, historically, against the Baltimore Thunder, this team scores 21.5 goals in the 10 games against them.
We didn't credit it with.
Here's the penalty killing cue.
Yeah, watch Panos made a nice handle right there. He didn't have much of an angle, looked to fake too many times, and Fennell just dumps him to the turf. Great catch, though. That pass wasn't exactly on the money. And there's Chris Panos right there. That played at Hofstra University.
Did a great job there. He's really become a great indoor player. Much like Tommy Ryan, he's gone to school on it, playing in the upstate leagues in the summer and getting the skills that you need for the box game.
That's right. Here are guys who they played for Boston last year, but then they go up to Canada during the summer and get in an extra 20 to 25 games, which I think gives them a big advantage.
Yeah.
The Bandits crew. Great fans up here in Buffalo. There's Kilgore. Kilgore trying to get free of Dan Radeball. That's a matchup that, again, that is drawn up by the coaches. You'll see Radeball on Darius Kilgore, the big righty, a lot tonight.
It's going to be a hold on Radeball.
A lot of guys in the penalty boxes. Radeball goes in there, spends some time. Already 2 Buffalo Bandits in there. 5-0, the Thunder lead. That penalty only gives them back to a 1-man advantage. I tell you, you're in pretty bad shape when you draw a penalty, Quint, and now you're only down by 1.
Yeah, but Buffalo can sting you when they're short-handed. They do this, they spread the floor so well, and then they'll cut back door towards the middle of the floor. Keep your eye open now as Baltimore gets split out.
That was a dramatic play by Courtney. He's stepping it up, goes flying across the crease. He really left his body up for grabs, trying to get the goal. Tremendous play. Watch the skill of a player of Cordingley coming in like that, and that is a dramatic offensive play. Cordingley trying to make a dent in the offensive end. 4-on-3 it'll be for Gary Gait and company. They drop Gary down low now. Dougie Knight, upper left-handed side. Worms can't get it. Now they dish it back to O'Toole.
Nice job by Shaden Santos or Rosa. I'm not sure which one it was, but someone blocked that initial pass.
Luke! Or Tavares, I should say. Johnny T. off the bench. Baltimore, Quint, very sloppy on the power play, and O'Toole with an excellent outlet pass hit Johnny T. That was just a burning low shot. Look at that outlet.
That's a perfect outlet, and then watch this shot. He just finds the corner low, near side. It's a beautiful shot, beautiful pass from O'Toole. A real heads-up play by O'Toole. Buffalo did a great job defensively getting off the floor. Once they realized their goalie had it, they really busted their butts towards the bench and got Johnny Tavares on the floor.
Went 23 minutes and change. That's how long it took for Buffalo to get their first goal.
Back to full strength. With that goal, Stephanie Menzel has just won a prize this year.
And Baltimore being a little bit almost confused on that power play opportunity they had 4-on-3.
Nothing stupid, he go back and hit the goalie.
Shear couldn't get it to go. Condon making sure all the players know exactly what's going on. O'Toole again looks for the outlet. He's got it. Johnny Tavares again finishing. You know, the position of the box is, Quint, so important, the substitutions. Obviously, as we switch directions in the second quarter, this is better for Buffalo's fast break team. Off the iron by Richie Kilgore. Here goes Baltimore. Clodson looks to the trailing player, and they find a little pressure in close. Hannah Benny. Settle things down.
5-on-5.
Finally, 5-on-5. We're back to even strength.
Here we go. Baltimore, you see as they get the ball behind you, what they want to try to do is stay in their offense.
5, 4, 3, 2.
himself just to make sure he knows where it is on that shot. Rich Kilgore back to the far side. Brother Darris dips it in close, and they cannot beat Collins. Can't get a better opportunity than that. That was a chance. Got to finish 5-1. And scored last. They're still down by 4 here. Gary Gait trying to take it out.
You can really feel the momentum changing in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Buffalo's getting much better shots. The last 3 or 4 minutes, they put a lot of pressure on Derek Collins.
They haven't really gotten a chance. They had a couple of chances, like you said, Quint. They didn't finish on 2 of them that they may have should have. They might finish on that shot 9 out of 10 times, but they didn't get it to stick.
Watch this last save right there. I don't know if that went off the elbow or the butt end of the stick or maybe even the iron. But a nice job by Patty O'Toole.
It was huge. Here goes the speed on the other side. Jason Luke. He's got to go. Talked about a momentum swing. Here goes the fastest guy on their team.
You could feel it. You could really feel that Buffalo was starting to come on right there. And there's the speed. Jason Luke going from defense to offense. Does a nice job switching to his offhand, his right hand. And that really separated him from Doug Knight. And he beats Collins to the far side. But nice play by Jason Luke to put the ball in his right hand.
It took away a little bit of the shot that he had, but it did exactly what you talked about. It took away the defensive check of Dougie Knight. Kip Fulks comes back and answers the Luke goal to make it 6-2. Kip Fulks, a tremendously fast player from the University of Maryland, beats O'Toole. Now they're back to a 4-goal lead.
Huge goal right there. You got to counter. Here it is. Take a look at Kip Fulks with the speed. He bears in right-handed and beats O'Toole. 5-hole. Kip Fulks feeling it tonight. Look at that speed. Bears in right-handed. Again, 5-hole. Pretty simple lacrosse right there.
Tremendous acceleration, Quentin. You give him a little bit of head of speed like that, it's just impossible to stay with him.
You can see him dip his shoulder if he turn the corner.
He tried to square up. You just can't do it. Andy Ross, just about, what would you say, Quentin? He's very close to speed. Maybe second on the team to Fulks.
Yeah, it's Fulks, Ross, and then Jude Collins, who unfortunately dislocated his shoulder early on in the season. And Gary Gait will probably be up there also.
That comes from a guy who has lost a few races to these guys on Tuesday nights. Gary Gait up top, looking to get the left-handed shot. Has it. 2 blocks, 6-2 the score. 3 minutes left in the first half. Hit by the Bandits as they get the ball back and they ask for it in the middle. Tremendous hit by Zaff. Casey Zaff made the hit cue and then he got the ball back. Richie Kilgore up top. Here's Johnny Tavares trying to get things going on the offensive end again. He's taken down. No call made. Tavares digs it out with Klotz on his back. Shot clock going down and will expire.
30 seconds.
Hey, Quint, they've had about, in the last 5 minutes, 3 shots within 6 feet of Collins that they just didn't handle to him.
Yeah, I think as Baltimore's gotten tired here, late stage second quarter, they have their defense has been a lot more congested. They have not been able to get out and play Buffalo on the ball as tight, and that way the middle of the floor has been wide open.
Fulks again, bounce shot. Collins read it beautifully.
Still loose. He's got to have it. He's out goalie. Pass, can he pass, cradle, or shoot? That's possession.
Yeah, how about Condon reciting the rule book to him, Q?
Oh, he's the best. He's, I tell you, it's great that we have a mic on him. You can really get to hear how involved he is in this game.
Darris in close, wraparound shot right into the throat of
We're at halftime with the Naya break. We're in the Baltimore Thunder locker room with Dan Radeball, defensive specialist for the Thunder. Dan, exciting year for the Thunder. You guys have done a great job so far. What's it going to take to get a championship?
Well, we got to get back to how we were playing in the first couple weeks, going out and getting after teams from the opening whistle and taking it to them. We had a little bit of a mental lapse in our last contest, and we just got to get back to basics.
You guys are playing some exciting lacrosse, 5-2 right now. Give me a good reason why a fan should come out and watch you guys play.
I think we're an exciting team to watch. We run, we try to play a fast break style, and it's fun for anyone to watch.
Thanks, Dan. Dan Radeball played defense at Maryland alongside Brian Doherty, a goalie right now who's actually a backup for the Thunder, making the transition from outdoor to indoor. Doc, tell me about it. How's it been with all that equipment on?
It was definitely a little rough at first, Q. I didn't really know what I was doing in there. Had all these pads I wasn't used to, but I think I told Coach Tucker a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago was the first time I really felt comfortable playing. It took about 10 to 15 weeks of actually playing twice a week to get comfortable. So it's been fun. It's been a new challenge.
You enjoy it a lot?
I do. It's like I said, it's a new challenge. It's something different. Get a break from the outdoor game, playing with a great bunch of guys here and having a great time.
Brian Doherty will be representing the U.S. this summer at Johns Hopkins in the World Games. And the last guy is Captain Bob Martino, who's been with the Thunder 7 or 8 years. Bobby, a lot of changes this year for you. Your roles changed. You're more of a scorer now. In the past, you did it all. Ran the ball up the field, played defense. How have things changed for you?
Definitely roles have changed. We've acquired, Gary Gait, Tommy Ryan, Chris Panos, and a few of the younger guys who actually have opened up the game for us as much as scoring. Myself, Timmy Horn, Jeff Klodson, we don't have to do it all anymore. Picking ground balls up, playing good defense, just getting up and down the floor is good enough for our roles now.
You still have the passion for this game. Watching you play, you get fired up, and where's that come from?
I tell you, I guess it just comes from my personality. There's nothing about this game that I don't love, and just being out here every day and practicing with the guys that we have on this team and playing with these guys, it just brings it all to a head, and then when that horn blows, boy, you're ready to go.
Bobby Martino, captain of the Baltimore Thunder. When we come back, we're going to have more halftime activities here from Buffalo.
Back at the Marine Midland Arena, you're seeing the big Jumbotron and the BMX exhibition. These guys are really putting on a show here, and this is quite a show. The National Lacrosse League, if you haven't seen it, you've got to check it out. This is just part of the great show being put on here at the Marine Midland Arena. Let's take a look at the highlights. Quint Kesnick from the first half. It was Gait, Shearer, and Gait before Doug Knight scored the fourth goal to make it 4-0.
Dougie Knight, the rookie from Virginia, taking a feed from Panos on the power play. Buffalo shutting off Gary Gait and the other Thunder players stepping up. That made it 4-0 at the end of the first quarter.
And then Panos, from that feeding situation, became a goal scorer for goal number 5.
Again, on the power play, Bobby Martino, the veteran, scoops up the loose ball, near side to Knight. And Knight returns the favor to Panos this time. Panos with a fake high, brings his stick near side. O'Toole came off the pipe, and Baltimore led 5-0.
Well, just when you thought Buffalo would never score, the great outlet pass hit Johnny Tavares.
Well, Buffalo can run, and they work the box game better than anyone. They hustled off, allowing Tavares to get on early. Watch Johnny T step and fire, beating Derek Collins low to the near side. That made it 5-1.
And the fire was lit because Luke scored the next goal. It was 5-2, but Fulks and Knight answered the 2 goals to regain the 5-goal lead for the Baltimore Thunder. We have plenty of action left, so this game is not going away. Let's take a look at the full stat picture, Quint Kesnick, as we analyze this game.
Look at the 2-1 differential in favor of the Thunder in shots, 30-16. They're all over the loose balls, 66-41. Saves, O'Toole and Collins have both been pretty sharp. Baltimore controlling the faceoffs. They've scored 2 power plays. And really, I think Buffalo, they have hurt themselves typically by being in the penalty box too much, Lee.
Quint, when you look at those numbers, there's only one guy doing his job, and that's Pat O'Toole. The whole team is not supporting the goalie work of Pat O'Toole, yet they're only 5 goals down, and this game is still up for grabs. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment.
Let's see.
We're back in Buffalo with the score. Baltimore 7, Buffalo 2, and with Doug Knight, 2 goals in the first half. One there at the end on a 6-on-5, one earlier on a power play. Doing a super job. Big day for you today, as you're the coach of Virginia, and they beat Princeton earlier today. So you're doing a full day of work.
Yeah, we beat Princeton 9-7 earlier in the day. It was a big win for the Cavs, and just came up here, flew up right before the game, and trying to get another win tonight.
What's been the key to the power play?
We've just been working the ball around real well, I think. They're trying to shut off Gary, so we're just working a 4-on-3 in the box.
Leaf, Doug Knight, rookie from Virginia. As I mentioned, he's the assistant coach there right now. And he got a win against previously undefeated Princeton, and now he's got 2 goals.
Well, Quint, another big story here is Dan Radeball playing defense against Kilgore. Darius Kilgore, who really led this team last time, only has 1 shot in the first half. Let's talk to Dan Radeball about what he does to play defense effectively against Darius Kilgore.
First off, when he has the ball, he's going to get his chances. He's going to try to take away strength and, force him to his offhand and, hope that'll get the job done.
And so far it has. Can you believe that, Quint? Looking at the numbers, he only has 1 shot in the first half, Darius does.
Yeah, I've heard that he's got some problems with his hips. He's kind of got arthritic hips, and he really doesn't seem to be running full strength with the ball.
Well, I have to agree with you there, and obviously that could be the whole problem here with Tavares taking on a role as a ball carrier, working Darius off the ball. We're just into the second half. Leaf Ellsmo, Quint Kesnick, Baltimore Thunder Lacrosse in the National Lacrosse League. The Bandits, the home team, taking on the Baltimore Thunder, down by 2 rather. John Rosa brings the ball down. Gary Gait on to play defense. And that's always a great offensive opportunity if he gets a fast break. Ball off to Travis Kilgore. He's a load, hard to play defense on. Tripped over the carpet. Here goes Andy Ross. That time Ryan, and there's Gary Gait. Gait gets a nice check, and back to Ryan who gets the ball. Boy, that was trouble.
Nice job by Buffalo right there. Gary had the first guy beat, but then the initial player who was on Andy Ross, I'm not sure who it was, came over and was able to get back to Gary Gait. It was either Rosa or Santos.
I agree with you. That was a sensational defensive play. In close. Can't get the shot off.
It's not. He had already missed the ball. Well, he fell on him.
All right.
On the dot, top right. David, you want one?
David Berman is who Roy Condon's talking to, and Condon just basically told the Buffalo player that, watch him, he says it was a push, the ball was loose.
Ball was loose right there. Andy Ross dumping on his back.
They're trying to get a possession call, a 2-minute penalty, and he said it was loose, and he was absolutely right.
Hold on, just play him.
Tavares comes in, and it looks like it might have bounced off of Tony Miller before it got to Collins. Still 5-goal lead for the Thunder. Can't get the clean fast break. Quint direction is so important for teams in this league. They have better finishers coming off the bench staff. It seems like Buffalo finishes better in the opposite direction.
Yeah, when their left-handers are breaking out of their box, Tavares and Luke, that is when they are most dangerous.
Right now it's a right-handed kind of fast break until the 4th quarter. Paul Cantabene breaks free of a double team. Go. Cantabene doing a great job of just eating up some time.
Cantabene's got one of the deepest pockets in the league right there. He ran through 4 guys.
Warner Kruger had the ball for a moment. He's playing his only second game from Hopkins, his alma mater, and he went off the field. Number 9, watch for him in the ball. Kip Folks couldn't quite get it. Here comes Ryan looking for a fast break, but they don't have the numbers. 3 guys back for the Bandits. Hard shot for Ryan, and he's got himself a goal. Tommy Ryan.
They're going to take it away, I think, Leaf. We got some kind of call here back in the Thunder defensive end.
Penalty on Baltimore. Delayed whistle, no goal. 6 red. The delayed call was on 6 red. There is no goal. It should have been a whistle down at this end. No goal. The ball will be put in play here.
Calls made by Berman, and Condon went over and sorted things out. This is well in front of the infraction. The penalty already happened behind us. And this was the shot on the other end. It was a goal for Ryan, but it comes back out because of the penalty on Baltimore. Ryan really wants to get going in the offensive end. Quinn, he's a good scorer. Hasn't had much luck this year. Hasn't had very many shots, period.
No, he's only got 21 shots after 7 games, and you're not going to do much goal scoring when you're only shooting 3 times per game. He's fighting a bruised quad that happened last Saturday against Rochester.
Accordingly, goes to Tavares down to the finish. This is 5-on-4 power play for the Bandits. Kip Folks comes up to add some pressure, and Accordingly takes a hard shot. And a follow-up, fine throw. Travis Kilgore does a great job of getting the loose ball. Collins blocks it. The ball was loose, and Travis Kilgore, who has really occupied a lot of room in the middle this year, gets goal number 3.
Well, like a big center in basketball, Travis Kilgore will park himself in the middle of the offense. You can see him right there. And for a large guy, watch his hands. The backhand scoop, puts it over his shoulder. Just a sensational play by T. Kilgore.
Just cups it with the right hand and over the shoulder. Nice ball handling from the big guy. Now the other end, it's a finishing shot by Shearer. 4-goal lead for Baltimore now as the Bandits score the first goal of the second half. Fast break. Jason Luke looking for throw, and he can't get it. It comes off the pipe. He had Collins beat Quint. He got iron.
He had him beat clean. Baltimore did a real poor job getting back defensively, and Luke had trouble scooping it, but then he had Collins beat, and it almost looked like a double pipe.
Baltimore now resetting. 1 goal by the Bandits gives them a 7-3 score to look at. You know, 4-goal lead is kind of comfortable, Quint, but 7 goals is not a lot. I tell you, the offense has really let Buffalo down, or the defense for Baltimore has really played big.
I think it's a combination of both. Right now, Baltimore's they're about on par, maybe a little below their numbers as far as goals for. They average about 14-15 per game. And Buffalo averages about the same 14 to 15 for their offense. So they are way below their number.
Well, you pointed out in our pregame meeting that Buffalo for the last 3 games was on a 15-goal per game roll. So this is disappointing for them. Their offense looked like it was on track. They can't get it here against the very athletic Baltimore Thunder.
Yeah, they had back-to-back losses earlier this season where they scored 9 and 6 goals, two different defeats, and that's the offense that we're seeing tonight.
That was a Johnny Tavares-less team. He was not on the team. He hurt himself in the second game of the season. They won that game, but they went on to lose 3 straight without John Tavares.
Leaf, just an injury note right on the Baltimore sideline right now. Doug Knight out of the lineup right now with a twisted ankle. He's at the end of the bench. I think he's being wrapped by their trainer. So Baltimore right now playing with 14 field players instead of the usual 15.
Kesnick looking at his uniform to see if it would fit him. Kesnick on the inactive roster could be activated in the 4th quarter.
Come on, Leaf, be serious. You know those are the rules.
I don't know what the rules are, but I'm sure you're thinking about what exactly the rules are, because the coach may want to suit you up. He was doing a good job the week practicing with this team, maybe activated this year. There's Kilgore tries to get it, finally picks it up, looks out front, looking to go through Tommy Ryan. He's open in front. He's got it. He's got the 4th goal of the game, and it's a 7-4 3-goal lead for the Thunder.
Buffalo's going to make a comeback. That's the guy who's going to have to do it. His 26th goal this season, and this is really one of the first times we've seen Garris carry the ball for himself, takes 2 checks, bears in, fakes Collins 3 times. There's no help defensively, and he buries it. Garris Kilgore taking things into his own hands.
He's a very rugged guy, and as I talked about earlier in the game, he's one guy that you can give the ball to and say, carry it for us. Tough to play him single-handedly, and that was shown in the replay. So 2 straight goals for the Bandits to open up the second half. They've scored 4 of the last 6 goals, Quint. Not good for the Thunder, a team that supposedly thinks they can run anybody in the league off the field.
Well, I think Baltimore's defense has been okay. That wasn't great defense right there, but their offense has really disappeared in the last 15 minutes of lacrosse that we've seen.
A 5-goal lead will make you relax a little bit.
And if you look at that period of time, Buffalo's done a better job now staying out of the penalty box.
Good point. This team can kill themselves with penalties. Buffalo taking a page out of the Baltimore book, working from behind. And just a ferocious whacking checks by Shaden Santos. John Tillman may not have any knees left.
Ouch, he was whacking him. You need shin guards on that one.
Gary Gait carries the ball. Let's see if he gets a shot. He's got Fennell marking up against him. He comes in with a little flip shot on the right.
Yes, he can. That's Canadian. He can't touch you. 4 seconds, red ball. American in this box, he can. He can't hit the goalie, he can hit you. Canadian, he can't hit you.
All right, Roy Condon just explained the difference between the Canadian Box League and this league. One of the many differences. One is in Canada, you get in that crease, you're protected just like the goalie. In this league, if you're a field player trying to get protection in the crease, forget it.
Going out. Goalie.
O'Toole gets it, looks for the quick outlet, gets somebody coming out of the box. Accordingly. That'll be a penalty as Dan Radeball takes him down. I don't know what Accordingly's arguing about. He got the penalty.
Oh, it's not a penalty shot.
Oh, he's looking for a penalty shot because of the severity of
40.
the foul.
Out of there now. What's going to call it?
So, Quint, when you talk about directions, Accordingly is one of the good finishing players they've got coming out for the right-handed stop. Here comes Accordingly out of the box.
Yeah, he's one of their best finishing right-handers. Radeball goes over his shoulder and just takes him down. Here it is again. You get a great view right there. Just a super angle. Radeball not wanting to give up the fast break, took the penalty for the Thunder.
Flagrant takedown there. Accordingly's arguing that he should have gotten a penalty shot, another free one-on-one with the goalie. I think he had a pretty good argument.
Yeah, that was pretty blatant as far as takedowns go.
All right, Q, let's see if we can get inside this defensive huddle.
We're not really getting the ball deep, but we're not swinging it because no one's there to receive it. Because everybody's cutting to the ball. We got to have the first man behind early on the opposite side. We haven't gotten behind the other side once this has. The ball's never changing sides.
Looking at Les Wakely and the Buffalo, but you're listening to the Baltimore bench.
I'm bad. First time Spaz, if they come back at it, I'm going to linger and kill them.
All right, John Tucker's getting his offense on track, and Quint, that's what he's talking about, the offense. They are not on track, as you mentioned. Here are some upcoming games in the National Lacrosse League. If you're on Home Team Sports watching this game, it's a delayed broadcast, and tomorrow night you'll see live Baltimore Thunder at Ontario Raiders. Then you've got Ontario Raiders at the Buffalo Bandits. If you're watching this game on Empire, later this week you can get to Marine Midland Arena and watch the Ontario Raiders take on your Bandits. Maybe a 5-on-4, and they don't get a clean shot. They had a chance. Travis Kilgore feeding high, and they're not clean on their feeds, Quint. They had 2 chances there and didn't have good feeds.
Baltimore just packed it in, did a nice job right there, kept the ball on the perimeter, and Buffalo a little sloppy with the passing.
I think that was the key there. They had 2 sloppy passes, one very high, both high and off the mark. Gary Gait with possession. There's Kilgore matched up. Steve Fennell doing the same, number 5. Get folks using speed and power. Up in front, watch that shot, and it goes wide on the mark. Folks trying to keep it from going back court. He does, but the shot clock beats him. Q, you've got some first-hand knowledge about Kip Freight Train Fox.
Yeah, he loves that move where he dodges and then circles around for his right hand. He scored 2 goals that way last week against Rochester.
He also ran over you in practice.
He absolutely crushed me on Tuesday. This is a real point of emphasis right now for Baltimore has been their extra man defense. Let's see how they do here. They're worst in the league as far as killing power plays.
And Quint, that's the 3rd straight terrible pass. Watch these 2 players fighting in the middle. There's Kilgore.
Both ways were coming out.
Tony Millen cannot believe the call. There was no call.
No way.
A lot of discipline by Tony Millen. You know Tony Millen would love to drop the gloves with a guy like Darius Kilgore, but for the team, he walks away, and he it looked as if he got mugged by Kilgore, but there was no call.
Quint, they've really taken themselves out of offensive opportunities. I'm talking about Buffalo now. The last 3 times they've tried to get a shot off, they've really just missed the connections on the feeds. They've been absolutely terrible feeds to the shooting player.
They got one more chance right here. There's about 22 seconds to go in this power play.
You've got to have a clean, sharp pass down to the low shooter. There it was, but a great save by Collins. Tremendous speed, and here's a follow-up shot by Tavares. Collins did a great job. He drove to a spot. Collins made the first save by diving to a spot. He guessed right, but then it was Tavares with the hustle that got the follow-up goal. It's a 7-4 game.
Third goal in a row. Watch the initial save. Now, Collins is upset. He had it clamped right there. Tavares kicks his stick, but that's a clean play, and he's not in the crease. Great handle by Johnny T. How many times have we seen him get that kind of what we call a garbage goal? But that is just a terrific play right here. Watch him follow up his own shot. Tiptoe around the crease and dunk it. That is really a talented and an amazing play, Lee.
And Collins made the big save early on. Was a little bit taken aback by the follow-up. 7-5 the score. Watch the follow-up shot here. Good play by Darris to fake a feed to the middle and come up with a shot. Again, pushing into the middle, and Ross triple teams him. Collins trying to get it to Gary. No, this is down low. Trying to get it to the Baltimore Thunder's offense.
Smart play by Tony Millen to pull it out right there. He did not have an advantage. Really important possession now. Buffalo scored 3 straight. Baltimore has got to get into their offense and start generating some quality shots. We haven't heard from Mr. Gait in a while.
2 of those 3 were power play goals. Here comes Gary now looking for an opening. He gets 3 players all over him. Shot clock violation. Gary pulls himself up. 3-goal run for the Bandits. Makes it a 2-goal game, 7-5. They're the only team to have scored in the second half. 10 straight minutes here went without Baltimore scoring. And the timeout a little while ago, even though Baltimore was on defense, John Tucker was talking about his offense.
And Baltimore's only had 1 shot on goal here in the second half. If you remember the stats at halftime, they had 30 shots. Right now, they only have 31. Buffalo's really picked up the intensity on the defensive side of the field.
They are right in this game. Looking for an outlet pass by Collins. Good defensive set there by Baltimore as Tillman takes it from the starting goalkeeper. Shearer comes on. They work behind. Panos initiates, but Tommy Fair locks him up. Look at O'Toole coming out with confidence and dishes it up to Santos. Now you got a 2-on-2. Lionel Rubin playing, might take it himself. Fakes it, comes in, looks for the trailer. Far side, Santos gives it up. Richie Kilgore drops it back, trying to get it back to Santos, and they missed the connection. Troy, Courtney. Almost got the shot off. Good defensive check by Falks.
Nice help there defensively. But Buffalo putting some good pressure. That was some nice offensive flow they had there. Their spacing was great. They're really working it around well.
And Kip Falks comes out and just sizzles one. That was an absolute nothing but velocity shot that beats O'Toole for goal number 8. The first goal of the second half. It was just pure speed with no defense in front of him.
That's 105 miles an hour right there. 5-hole. It either hits O'Toole or goes in. There's no way you're going to react to a shot going that fast.
And Quint, what was odd was that he came down there, didn't really fast break it. He came down and nobody slid to pick him up.
Balls away!
That's an interesting play there because if that goalie makes the saves, you're kind of shaking your head like, hey, why did you take that outside shot? But Kip Folks only knows one play, and that's to go hard and to take those shots. And when you do, good things happen.
Defense sort of dictated because they didn't go off the players that were down low. They didn't have it. Now Knight, far side, can't get it cleanly. It's an 8-5 game, 3-goal lead for the Thunder. They just finally answered a 3-goal run for the Buffalo Bandits. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. From the Marine Midland Arena. Horns couldn't get the feed because it was picked up by Buffalo. Now he gets it. They had a fresh shot clock, so plenty of time. Jason Luke all over Horn.
Delayed call coming up, Leaf.
Oh, against Buffalo. They've been clean so far this half. This will be the first penalty, I believe.
Too many reds! Too many reds!
Too many reds.
Oh, now the goalie's out. Condon's got that one messed up.
He's got him going Baltimore both ways. Still 5-on-5.
He's making the call. I think he's sticking with it.
Right, 44 which? Open it up again. You got another one coming. 44!
So Quint, the delayed call, and then they picked up another penalty as they were getting the extra chance to shoot.
Rough. 2 minutes.
And they're lucky they didn't get one on Tom Fair, who absolutely was cross-checking Bobby Martino in the back right in front of the cage at the end of that play. No call.
Well, Fair is number 4, and there's a 24 and a 44 in the box, so maybe they read the numbers. But anyway, it's 5-on-3.
2 minutes each for roughing.
They were well-behaved, Quint, but now they're in a real tough bind. Backdoor to Panos. Again, a bad feed, this time from Baltimore. Panos up top to Gait. Looks for the corner, and a good deflection by O'Toole. I'd say 5 guys against 3 sometimes is confusing, right, Quint? A lot of times, as we mentioned, teams go 4-on-3 to get the box against the diamond. Trying a fast break, get beautiful pickup by Dougie Knight. Tavares came out for the fast break, but Doug Knight picked it up. Knight down low, far side, Panos can't finish. Boy, O'Toole read that beautifully.
He really did. He stepped across the cage, and he was in position when Panos shot it. Nice read by O'Toole, getting his body across the cage.
He's killing himself with his lack of clearing ability, and they finish down to space. Twice they made great stops, Quint. They could not clear the ball, and Baltimore made him eat it on that attempt. 9-5, 4-goal lead for the Thunder.
And a big goal right there. Here, watch the bad pass. O'Toole throws it near side, just way over the head of his teammate. Panos is aware, tips it to himself. Now watch the fakes. He'll fake near, far, and bring it back near. Right there. Tucks it near side. You can see the hands and the great faking ability that Chris Panos has.
So after a 3-goal run to start the second half, we've got a 2-goal answer from the Thunder. The Bandits had Travis Kilgore, Darius Kilgore, and Tavares to open that second half. Fulks and Panos have really put some water on that fire. Cantabene tried to go to went right to where a beautiful finishing shot would be, but nobody was there.
Leaf, I got Chris Panos with me. Chris, on that last one, little poor outlet pass by Buffalo.
Yeah, I think he was looking up for one of his players, and it went off the top of his stick, whatever. I just played the ball forward, and I was lucky enough to get inside and put it away.
Chris Panos, second goal, both power plays.
Push call on Baltimore. It'll go back to the Bandits. They're down by 4 right now. Started the half down by 5. They scored 3 straight. Baltimore answered with 2. And close, a great chance for Cordingley to finish. Couldn't do it. Tried to go back to her that time. Travis.
Oh, you got it.
Bad feed. Quint Troy's had some great looks in close. He's not been able to get it past Collins. Watson behind to Gary Gait, who can't get it clean. Look at him racked up by Steve Fennell. And a big hit from the far side, sliding player.
Got it.
So that Casey Zapp coming hard.
Buffalo's doing a great job against Gait lately, Leaf. If you remember, Gary scored 2 of his goals in the first quarter. Really has not had many quality shots, especially in all even situations. But Buffalo's really doing a nice job.
He has 1 power play goal, 1 all even, so really only 1 goal and 1 to open the game. And they've done a nice job. And Fennell has a great history of playing good defense against the Gates.
Get out! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out! Stay out!
The danger here, Quint, is that 3rd guy in gets ejected.
Well, then they're all gone, Leaf, because every single guy on the floor should be considered a 3rd man in right there.
Well, it depends how good a count is.
Relax, relax. 16. 16's gone. 3rd man in.
Well, there's the rule. Third man in, 16's the ball.
Fight, sir. There is no fight. How is that third man?
Rich Kilgore is being ejected by Condon.
Hey, that wasn't. No gloves are dropped. You guys,
Leaf, that's a nice call by you.
That's we do that, we're in the fucking game.
Kilgore is the captain, and that was the number they initially called out.
We got the 5. Get out of here. Just back off. Do you have any punches on the guy coming in or just?
I got the initial.
16. You're in there.
My initial call.
All right, he's putting 16 in the box.
Yep. All right, you got 5 minutes on them. 5 minutes. Yep. On the 28 on the hit.
That's who it was. 28.
Right.
Yep.
All right, then we got a 2 minutes roughing if there's no punches thrown. And the second guy coming in that got hit. The guy that got hit. Did he come up and throw punches?
Nope.
No punches, and he's only in for a roughing.
Okay.
Starts with a 5 minute from the rear. A 2 minute roughing on 16. It'll be Buffalo ball. We're going to play 4 on 4. 5 goes up. 2 goes up.
Well, there's no ejection, obviously, when they can throw him out.
We play 4 on 4 for 2 minutes. Then it's a 3-goal, 3-minute, 2-goal releasable. 5-2? 5 and 2.
Everybody at home get that? You got a 5-minute penalty on 28. You just look at John Tucker. There's Les Waking, the coach of the Bandits.
We play 4 for 2 minutes. Then we play 5 on 4. It's a 2-goal releasable.
In the middle of the screen. You're going to see it all come there with that big hit. Hit by Millen. Millen lays him down. Now he's on the ground. Watch this team get protected. Buffalo protects their player by going to Millen. Then Baltimore protects the guys that were protecting their player on Millen, and then it all starts to go crazy from there. So 28 made the first hit. Quint, he gets 5 minutes.
5. No.
5 and 2.
And then 2 for Kilgore. Now, the big difference here, folks, is that it's 4 on 4. Nothing really happens for the first 2 minutes. Then you've got the remainder of the 5-minute penalty. It becomes 3 minutes. The key there is, if Buffalo scores, a 5-minute penalty is a 2-goal releasable penalty. So they can score once and still have a man advantage.
We got a timeout, Buffalo.
You drilled them in the middle of the back.
Now. You can hear Condon talking to Tony Millen about why is that 5?
It's a 5 and a 2. I thought.
We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be 4 on 4. Less than half a minute left in the third period. 9-5. The Thunder with a 4-goal lead.
Hey, buddy.
I'll trade you my scarf for that last Bud Light. Come on. But the hat? That's fair. What more could you possibly want, huh? Oh. You got a raw deal.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
I never said it was the last one.
Make it a Bud Light.
Afraid to take your car to an automatic car wash, but tired of doing it yourself? So was I. Hi, I'm Valerie. When the people at Lamb's Cloth asked me to go through their new Lamb's Cloth auto hand wash on the hood of a car to show just how safe it is, I said, you must be kidding. As you can see, they weren't. It turned out that the Lamb's Cloth was so soft and gentle, it was like being washed by hand with a luxurious soapy fur mitt. Ah, it was just wonderful. I felt so pampered. Now you can experience the Lamb's Cloth Auto Hand Wash. Get a reduced price on your car wash with gas and the lowest price for gas in the area. Pamper your car at the Lamb's Cloth Auto Hand Wash. So soft, safe, and gentle. Exclusively at Amico Gas and Wash on Lancaster Avenue in Fraser and King Street in Malvern.
We're at the Marine Midland Arena. 17.6 seconds left in the third period. 9-5. The Thunder leads by 4. The teams will play at 4 on 4 strength for the rest of this third quarter, and then for most of 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, or 2 minutes rather.
Leaf Buffalo now with 17 seconds to go has pulled their goalie. So they have a 5 on 4 here for the last 17 seconds. Okay, the Buffalo goal is empty right now. 17 to go in the third quarter.
So they'll hold it, obviously, for a last shot situation, because if they lose it before that.
They're going to hold it to 8. 25. 25 seconds. They're going to hold it to 8 seconds and start it. Right.
Well, the shot clock or the game clock shows 17.6. It should read 25. So the game is actually going right now, and after 8 seconds, the clock will start. Moving now, looking for the last shot. Back door, there it is, and it goes wide. Jason Luke had the shot. He just went wide of the mark. Good defense by the Baltimore Thunder. They dodged one there. Luke had the shot. It went wide of the net. 4-goal lead when we come back. It'll be 4-on-4 for about a minute and a half, and then it'll be a man advantage for the Bandits. Icy and dicey for that team from Baltimore, but they answer back. And Panos, they've got the 4-goal margin. Almost made it a 5-goal margin, but O'Toole makes a nice save.
Cannabine is so dangerous off that face-off. Last week he scored 2 goals. He pops it to himself, and he just comes straight down the middle.
Face-off rule having been modified in the National Lacrosse League. Sort of anything you want to do right now. Fennell back door, and they get to Travis Kilgore, who can't finish. Boy, that was a great opportunity. Collins comes up with a big save. Tommy Ryan lowers the shoulder, gets leveled by Travis Kilgore. The shoulder worked on Ryan Sanderson, but then Travis Kilgore was right behind him.
No call on that fast break.
Gary Gait takes possession of the ball. Santos now will lock up on him. Backs up and just rips it. Gary Gait did a fantastic job of faking the drive left, Quint, and as soon as Santos sort of got ahead of him, he just backed up 2 steps and rips a rocket to make it 10-5.
He's been quiet since the first quarter. Here it is. Just leans into Santos, steps back, and lets it go high to high from about 8 yards. Gary Gait's 3rd goal of the game. A big one, too. A real big goal right there.
7th hat trick this season. Amazing. A lot of good players in this league, Quint, the best of the best, but one guy stands above them all, and that's Gary Gait.
He can beat you in so many different ways. We've seen him run through people, run around people, and then if you don't cover him, he knocks in the 10-yarder.
Can play great defense, can feed beautifully. Not much you can't do. Tries to go way back for that finishing right-handed shot. Great vision by Gary Gait. Now they get it in close to Martino, and O'Toole has been maybe the most consistent part of the game for the Bandits. And just as I say that, he throws it out of bounds. Quint, he's played a great game, but maybe the thing he hasn't done real well has been real good on his outlets.
Well, he's got one nice outlet to Tavares, and then he's got 2 pretty awful outlets. One that cost him a goal earlier, and then that one right there. And possessions are key for Buffalo right now. Baltimore, they're going to start to grind this clock. You hear Coach Tucker saying, use the clock, use the clock. If they get a reset here, a second chance opportunity, look for them to kill the full 30.
Gary Gait, lower your shoulder now. He'll try that right-handed shovel. Can't get it past the backup defense. Jason Luke defended and then blows out of there for the fast break.
That's good defense. If you're going to give Gary Gait a shot, that's the one you want to give him. One-handed, right-handed, which is his offhand. That's a low percentage shot for Gary.
All right, fans, think back to that major penalty on number 28, Tony Millen, and that's what you're looking at now, the effect of that. It's a 5-on-4 for Buffalo. They're 2 for 4 in their power play. We saw that graphic moments ago. But very much of a rush shot, Quint. Not a great move. Martino looking for Rowe. Can't get it on O'Toole. Martino again picks it up, backdoor, easy shot there. And another great save. O'Toole is on top of his game. Hasn't looked this good since 1996, 2 years ago, when he was the MVP for the world champion Buffalo Bandits in their championship game. 5-on-4. Last time, Quint, they kind of rushed the shot. They rushed this one. What's their hurry?
Well, you can see on that last one, Buffalo really stopped playing defense. They were cherry picking. They had 2 guys up by the midfield line, hoping that O'Toole could make the big save and then trigger the fast break. So down by 5 right now. I think they've got to start to do some things.
It has to. You have to go.
To get their offense
it's
going.
a pass between 2 teammates. 13. Hold. 2 minutes. 5 on 3.
All right, they already had Tony Millen in the box. Kip Falks was holding the player. You know, Quint, that was a great play by Darius Kilgore. He saw his teammate being held, and he threw the ball to him to bring the attention to the referee if he hadn't already seen it. Look at that ball picked off by Dan Radeball. And again, a sloppy pass by the Bandits. Good defense by the Baltimore Thunder, rather. Radeball trying to get some help. Goes deep into the corner. Showing some pretty good wheels there. Defensive specialist Radeball. Gary Gait. And the ball just pops out of his stick. He was looking to make a right-handed move on Darius Kilgore. Outlet to Travis. Travis rolls in, far side, got accordingly. Dips down low, easy finish. Textbook accordingly. To Tavares for the finish. It started with Travis, and that was a beauty.
You're out 1 goal.
10-6, 4-goal lead now. One player comes out. Millen's still in the box. 3rd goal of the game, 200th career goal for the great one, John Tavares.
Textbook Buffalo right there. The ball moves faster than the feet. Casey Zapp with the long pass. Travis Kilgore handles near side and then back to the middle. 1-2. Easy goal for Buffalo. That is just such typical Buffalo lacrosse right there. They use the whole floor. They get the ball moving. It's a beautiful goal by Tavares.
And Quint, when you think about tonight, you think about a lot of those opportunities where the pass just wasn't quite there. You know, not all your passes. It's just one of those nights where they haven't been real clean with their connecting passes.
Well, and sometimes I think that's a lot that has to do with the defensive pressure that you are under. If you have a man in your face or someone draped on your arms, it's a lot more difficult to make that accurate pass. And I think Baltimore's speed will cause you to make some sloppy passes.
Well, you're right, and that is their defensive credo, right? They want to be up in your face. There's Kilgore, gets sandwiched, the ball pops out. Another big check this time by Travis. Tony Millen gets leveled, and now Travis Kilgore goes into the box, hit from behind. Millen, who had the 5-minute major, gets called for this one.
Call. Did that 5 minutes get served in its entirety? All right.
No way.
Because you got the time that he went in?
Yeah, he went in with 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. He's going to come out at 10:27 remaining in the 4th quarter.
All right, so 10:27. All right, so that's a wash, and then this guy's going in.
See the replay there, the big hit by Tony Millen, Millen got hit by Travis Kilgore. He goes into the box.
2-goal releasable at 5-0. They had a what? No.
When you hear Roy Condon talking, but the big conversation was to make sure the 5 minutes is served.
5 minutes. He doesn't have to wait for 2 goals. He served 5 minutes.
He served the 5, Leaf. I mean, they have the time over there. I don't know what Buffalo's arguing about. Honestly, I think they're a little tired and they're trying to stall here.
He served 5 minutes.
Down by 4.
If you remember, that foul happened late stages of the 3rd quarter. Remember, we had 25 seconds to go. And that's been over 5 minutes. It was in the 3rd quarter. That penalty was in the 3rd quarter. I don't know what they're arguing about.
Argument's over. Back to the field. 5-on-4. They have the diamond defense trying to shut off Gary Gait. Rocket from up top. Dougie Knight. And O'Toole really has looked sharp.
Oh, he has. He had a great game last week, and he's continued this week.
Yeah, New York. There's the hit by Tavares. They say it's clean. Collins was out. So he goes back in. Gary Gait without his stick. Here goes Cordingley off the iron. Well, Troy Cordingley almost got another goal. Couldn't quite finish it. Tony Millen gives it back to Gary Gait, who lost his stick playing defense, and it gave them a great chance to get a shot. A lot of pressure on Collins. You can see that Baltimore went in great condition to go toe-to-toe here with only 9 minutes left of the game. They are not slowing down at all. Shot from up top. It's Doug Knight with the left hand. Beautiful job by Panos to feed it up top. Panos had all the attention down low left. He gives it up to Knight was hiding behind the defense, and he beats O'Toole.
And that was just great recognition by everyone. Tony Millen came on. He flipped off to Gary. They settled. They worked the ball around to the open man, and Dougie Knight proves that he's a great scorer in this league, and he is. And I think they really missed him last week. The kid is a goal scorer, just a natural goal scorer, and he's a winner.
Look how he sneaks up top. See him sneak up top off the ball, and there he just finishes right in the corner. Tremendous accuracy.
Exactly. Not the fastest shot, was it?
No.
Yes, you know.
Straight overhand right in the corner.
Great pace. And I think it's one of the things that Gary Gait shows that team when you practice, Quint. Gary Gait not always shooting at 100 miles an hour. Gary Gait takes it off. He shoots whatever velocity is necessary to make an effective shot. Knight did the same. Tavares couldn't follow up the shot by Darius Kilgore. It's an 11-6 game, 5-goal lead for the Baltimore Thunder.
Keep going. Doesn't make any difference. Not when it's a takedown. What's going over there?
Andy Ross goes into the box for Baltimore. Quint, a little bit of a matchup. The last time these two teams played, Baltimore got up to a 5-0 lead. Look at Andy Ross. And then it was an even game from then on. It was a much more high-scoring game. This game, 5-0 lead for Baltimore, same thing. And it's been 4-4 since.
Same scenario. They've traded goals. Exactly. They've traded goals since Baltimore spurted out to a 5-0 lead. I am surprised, however, how low-scoring this game's been. I really anticipated a game in the upper teens.
I was too. I was looking for an 18-17 if I had to make a call on it, which I did. Ball going wide by Tony Millen. Well, the history of this game, as we talked about, Quint, the average score of the 10 meetings for these teams over the years was 21-15. Go. Favor of Buffalo. Kilgore down to Johnny Tavares, and he gets a piece of pipe. He was begging to have it called a goal, but it wasn't quite there. I'd say if Buffalo could bring the iron, they do it a lot. Kilgore in close to Travis. Collins did a beautiful job of cutting down that angle.
Buffalo's doing a nice job of getting Travis Kilgore into the middle for his left-handed shot. He finds the seam of this box defense that Baltimore's in. Watch him. He's got the ball right now.
Richie Kilgore up top. He's got his brothers to right and left. Travis to his right for a left-handed shot. Darius to his left for the right-handed shot. Kilgores are 3 of the top 5 scorers on the Buffalo Bandits team. And another pipe shot by Cantavene. Here goes a fast break. Wrong way, right? Tillman back there making defense. I had Tillman going to fast break with his own goalie.
And him went all the way back to Tillman, who's playing center field. So it's a reset. Now watch Baltimore try to kill the remaining 16 seconds of the shot clock.
Gait has had a quiet night, but 3 goals looks pretty big when your opponent only has 6. Shot clock violation gives it back to Buffalo. They've got time. They've got to start moving right now. Only 6.5 minutes left. They've got to do 5 goals on the offensive end. Still 5-on-4. Collins cuts down the ankle beautifully as Rich Kilgore triggers. There's to his left. There's here. All the way down low, but leaning in too far was Jason Luke. Luke can't pick it up again. Darius. In tight again. This is Johnny Tavares, who can't quite find the target. Kilgore might just say, forget it, you guys are missing it. Maybe I'll crank one myself. Tries to dish it in close. Beautiful feed. And picked up inside. I think it was Portingley. No, it was Ciccone. Ciccone picked that up, Quint. He had a lot of goals in the Baltimore game. Here's a veteran that really does a nice job on the power play. They threaded the needle, and he picks it up beautifully.
Darius Kilgore to Dean Ciccone. Great handle inside. He's well covered, but Darius really force-fed that. Ciccone came up with a super handle. Over-the-shoulder pass. Real typical Buffalo Bandit lacrosse.
Look at Jason Luke. Jason Luke was shrugging his shoulders. It might have been intended for Luke, but somehow Ciccone got his stick on it. Doesn't matter. It's a goal for the Bandits when they needed it very badly. It's a 4-goal advantage for the Baltimore Thunder. And again, the Bandits get possession. And there's another goal. Only seconds after Ciccone, Tavares puts in goal number 8. It's an 11-8 game. 2 straight in less than a minute for the Buffalo Bandits.
Tavares is 4th of the pulls the string, a little backdoor cut. He fakes to the outside and cuts over the shoulder towards the middle of the floor and finds the corner, beating Collins. Beautiful goal. Johnny T does that little head and shoulder fake to the outside leap. The defenseman takes his steps, and then he cuts backdoor.
And Quint, that is the way Buffalo can kill teams, by working it into that center of the field, right in front of the goalkeeper. When they are making connected passes in there, feeding in front of the goalie, they are deadly. Less than 5 minutes in the game. Martino by Fair. Martino's got room. Jewel comes out and really does a good job of Jason Luke. He can't get it cleanly. Luke has had trouble with his stick the last several times. Luke's up front. Watch out, Tavares. Good save by Collins. That's a big save right there, Lee. A huge save. Right at the last second, he got his glove up. 4.5. Pony coming in. No, it's Cordingly, rather. Number 40, not 44. Gave it a big effort. Here comes Gary Gait. Can't beat O'Toole. O'Toole looking strong out of the box. And O'Toole can't clear it. Ball loose. Here comes Gary Gait looking for an open shot. Gets mugged by one player. Darius Kilgore can't get him to fall, but the ball checked out. Gary Gait getting fired up now. Less than 4 minutes in the game, a 3-goal lead for the Thunder, and they have possession. Gary Gait locks up. He's got room. He's got room. Big goal for Gary Gait, his 4th of the game, and that one really hurts. The Bandits pull within 3, and then Gary Gait just rips it into the corner.
Check this out, Leaf. This is like the goal we saw earlier. He just tapes the upper corner. I'm not even sure O'Toole ever saw it. He taped him up right there. Right under the bar. An amazing shot, and just a huge goal emotionally for this Thunder team to get that one.
4-goal lead now for Baltimore. Kip Folks wants to make it 5. Folks doesn't get picked up as he loops the goal using the clock. Deep into the corner.
Smart play by Kip Folks. It looked like he might take that shot, but he pulled it out. Used the 30. That's the kind of little things that it takes to win ball games.
Ball back to O'Toole. Had a great game. Really holding Baltimore down to a number that I thought would be able to make it able for Buffalo to win. If you would have told me before the game went that Baltimore would have had only 12 goals, I would have thought Buffalo would have won. But the defense for Baltimore has been the best.
We got a timeout. Timeout Baltimore.
They want to settle down and really use the clock for the 2:46 that's left in this game. They've got a 4-goal advantage. It was Ciccone and Tavares to bring this game back to within 3. And then Gary Gait scored his 4th of the game to give him and his team the 4-goal margin that gives them comfort right here. Take a look, Quint, at the keys we talked about. Let's go over them and see how they've done so far.
Well, they have not been able to push the tempo. Key one, really, they have not scored on fast break opportunities. They have shared the wealth a bit. Gary's got his typical 4 goals, but Doug Knight, I really think, is the guy who stepped up tonight for the Thunder. And staying out of the penalty box, again, I'm not sure they've really been successful there, although they did do a decent job killing off the 5-minute Tony Millen penalty.
The Bandits win the first half. They were down by 5. No good there. Solid between the pipes. You know, O'Toole did a fantastic job tonight. I think he came up very solid between the pipes and closed the gate. They didn't win that one. So 2 out of 3, the Buffalo Bandits couldn't get done, and they are down by 4 with only 2:46 left. Look at Les Wakeling, the new coach. First year for him in that position. Callie to his left. There's the score by quarters. And Quint, it looks a lot like the first game. As you look at the score by quarters, that goose egg in the first quarter is killing Buffalo when they go up against this Baltimore team.
Yeah, they've been outscored 9-0 in the first quarter in 2 outings against
guys,
the Thunder.
Haven't started yet.
Offense coordinator Coach Huntley, what are you guys going to try to do here? About 3 minutes to go.
We're going to try to hold the ball. We're playing 8 against 5 tonight, like we usually do. But guys are holding up pretty well, and I think the play can go here. Nice check. I think we'll be all right.
Coach Huntley, they're in their stall right now. And for Baltimore, really did not force the action very much.
Q, that was a little slap on the wrist of the referees, I guess, when he says 8 on 5. I think the refs do a great job in this league. You know, this is a tough game to call. It's like football. I mean, it's a very physical game, very tough to make perfect calls in this game. There isn't such a thing as a perfect call.
Yeah, and if you look at the overall penalties, Buffalo certainly was victimized in the first half.
Johnny Tavares finishing the left side. That redirect shot makes it a 12-9 game. Tavares scoring the last 2 goals for Buffalo, and 3 of the last 4, and 4 of the last 5. Tavares taking things into his own.
Johnny Tavares, 17th goal of the season, parks himself down low, and beats Derek Collins near side. Watch the quickness of the release. It's in his stick, boom, it's in the back of the net.
Since midway through the second quarter, Quint, or the third quarter rather, Tavares has been the only guy other than Dean Ciccone to score a goal for the Bandits. 4 out of their 5 goals. They're only 3 down.
They're pulling the goalie right now. Matt's out of the cage. They've got
Don't leave early.
6 on 5
There won't be a restart, a
Not
quick
impossible.
restart down the other end. Don't leave early.
Accordingly, gets it down low, and Kilgore couldn't handle the ball. He was looking to the crease to make the feed, and he just took his eyes off the last goal, and he still get it back. And the same thing happened to his brother. Finally, Darius takes the shot, the ball's loose and goes wide. Johnny Tavares tries to slide it in, and they still get possession. Kilgore pulls and tries a behind the back, another shovel kind of shot. No velocity there, and they put it out of bounds. Darius looks at his stick and says, "Oh, my pocket." Boy, Quint, they got 3 extra shots when they didn't deserve any. That was a bizarre offensive set, I got to tell you.
Don't leave early.
And a bizarre length of the field shot by Tony Millen right there, which resulted in a quick turnover.
Don't leave.
Timeout called by Buffalo. So that whole little chaotic offensive set lasts about 40 seconds.
Oh, you get it when you get it. David.
A minute 7 left.
Right? What don't we do? You still can't leave. That's why I'm telling you, don't leave.
Oh, that's going to
We are, well, no. If, let me ask you different. Let me put it a different way. If you leave early, it's a penalty. That's why I'm telling you, don't leave early. And I'm talking to him, so he won't reset it. Don't restart when they pull the goalie. You don't give a quick restart because we got a goalie running out right in front of the Baltimore bench, and he's screaming.
Pass to the wing, you rotate and keep
Roy
going.
Condon talking to his compatriots down there.
Let him go, and then I'm standing in front. I've already told him, don't leave early.
Ace Ventura on the left.
Restart. They called it.
There's so many subtleties to the refereeing this game. It's amazing. I think people underestimate the difficulty of the job. They do a good one down here in the National Lacrosse League. Rich Kilgore goes backdoor to Tavares, and he takes it off the shoulder of Collins. Tavares, scoring machine, 3 in a row. 5 of the last 6 goals. It's a 2-goal game with a minute to go. Still time to do it.
Here it is. It's almost identical to the last goal. Johnny Tavares parking himself backside, beating Derek Collins with a 1-touch. 6 goals for Johnny T.
And 5 of the last 6. Q, infraction on the faceoff. Here goes Buffalo again. They're pulling the goalie. They'll have another shot and a chance to come within 1. Collins really knew that was going down to Tavares. Q, he almost got his shoulder there. Lucas up top, Tavares down low. Now they rotate. Oh, and Rich Kilgore couldn't pick it up. I think something's wrong with Darius Kilgore's stick. His pocket is bagged out. He threw one into the stands, and he threw that one away. Good hustling run by the Baltimore Thunder to take that out of the ball. Still some clock here. Absolutely great hustle by Tillman. Tavares comes down to help. They've got 25 left. Here goes Rich. Good save by Collins. You see the time in the game left. Desperation for Buffalo. Another shot. That one goes in the back of the net. That's not going to do it. It looks like this will go to the Baltimore Thunder because there's only 10 seconds left. A lot of pressure, though, put on by the Bandits. They had their chances, Quint, in this last 30 seconds. They were very frantic, and they had some shots. Baltimore moving in close. Rich Gilmore pulls it back, won't get it, and that'll end the game, or at least a chance for them to tie the game. Baltimore's Tillman just dips it back down the other corner. Great chance for the Bandits to come back, and they gave a lot of pressure offense to the Baltimore Thunder. The Thunder, though, come out victorious. A great effort from Baltimore. They got on top 5-0. They held that lead throughout. They end up winning 12-10. Baltimore improves to 6-2 as you look at Gary Gait. And the Bandits are staring at elimination. They've got 3 wins, but they need to get some wins at the end of the season here to improve their chance for a playoff berth. Baltimore certainly a playoff team. We'll come back and talk to our Bud Light MVP in just a moment.
Are you ready for takeoff? Tickets for the Philadelphia Wings' next 2 home games are on sale now. Wings fans, get ready for more scoring. Bring it on. More hitting. Bring it on. More action. 5,000 fans get a Wings to Go pennant. The Wings take on New York Saturday at 7:30 in Rochester Saturday, March 28th at the Core State Center. Tickets start at just $13 in the box office and Ticketmaster. Get set for South Park Night with the Wings. Bud Light presents the high-flying Philadelphia Wings. Get on board.
The Harlem Globetrotters are coming to the Core States Complex March 14th and 15th and the Bob Carpenter Center at the University of Delaware March 16th. Tickets on sale now at the box office as all Ticketmaster locations are called 215-336-2000.
Today, there is one place you can call to put your business on some of the best television around. One place to create a commercial, place advertising, and get results. Radius Communications. Radius Communications is your local gateway to the cable television networks. Call now and we'll send you free information on how to reach your customers with more power and precision. Radius Communications. It's the best way to get on television.
Now you can shop for a vehicle from the comfort of your own home. It's the Car Show, the Cable Automotive Review on Suburban Cable Channel 7. Every week you can see over 150 of the best cars, trucks, and vans in all price ranges from the finest car dealerships in Chester County. Tune into Suburban 7 days a week at 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and again at 12 midnight. So relax and watch the Car Show. Car shopping made easy on Suburban Cable Channel 7.
The Baltimore Thunder improves their record to 6-2 with a 12-10 win here at the Marine Midland Arena. Let's go down to our Bud Light MVP in Quint Kessenich.
Leaf, I've got the Bud Light MVP, Gary Gait, 4-goal performance, 2 goals early and then 2 late to ice this win. What does this mean for the Baltimore Thunder to get a road win here in Buffalo?
Oh, we needed it. I think we were 1 for 3 in the last 3 games, and we had to battle back, get a win under our belt, and we had to do it away. This is a tough place to play, and if you can win here, then it really can help build your confidence.
Baltimore Thunder improved to 6-2, and really was the defense tonight.
That's the key to any victory. I think I said it earlier that you win with defense, and that's what we tried to focus on. And I don't think we scored a whole lot of goals, but our defense played well.
Gary Gait scored his 42nd goal of the season. Baltimore gets the crucial road victory. Leaf?
All right, Quinn, thank you very much, and our congratulations to Gary Gait, our Bud Light MVP, and to the Baltimore Thunder, a team that certainly looks like they are challenging the Rochester Nighthawks for the National Lacrosse League crown this year.